In sports news, Nigeria has ended its IAAF World Championships campaign without a single medal after placing 5th in the final of the 4x400 meters relay. The quartet of Patience Okon-George, Abike Egbeni, Glory Nathaniel and Yinka Ajayi clocked 3 minutes 26.272 seconds to finish behind the US, Great Britain, Poland and France.
USA are going to take gold in this one. Emily Diamond having a storming leg down the back straight for the British team. The Polish athlete here is struggling. Sviti, she's potentially going to be swallowed up here. Botswana, a Mantle Moncho, trying to get back in the mix, but the USA have gone. Phyllis Francis going to bring them home for a gold medal. Great Britain, Northern Ireland as the crowd roar. Are they going to hold on for silver? Oh, what a finish here from Sviti. USA take gold. Great Britain and Northern Ireland take silver. And Poland pick up the bronze. Well, there was some...
Meanwhile, Nigeria's home base Super Eagles have lost to Benin Republic in the first leg of their 2018 African Nations Championship qualifier. With the match heading towards a goalless draw, Akwa United midfielder Hafiz Aremu conceded a penalty in the 90th minute to hand the Squirrels a lifeline. And they duly took it, with Mama Sebu converting from the spot to secure a crucial win. Nigeria will host the return leg at Sani Abacha Stadium, Kano, on Saturday, August 19th. In the Professional Football League, Plateau United have extended their lead on the top of the table to 6 points following a 1-0 win over MFM FC in Jos. Elsewhere, Katsina United beat Wiki Tourists 2-0, Rivers United beat Remo Stars 3-1, Eyimba thumped ABS 3-0, Gombe United edged Kano Pillars 1-0, Abia Warriors recorded a 2-0 win over Shooting Stars. Nasarawa United beat Lobby Stars by a lone goal. Akwa United beat Niger Tornadoes 3-0, while Rangers International pipped Sunshine Stars 1-0. Romelu Lukaku haunted West Ham United yet again as he netted twice on his Premier League debut for a rampant Manchester United in a 4-0 win over the Hammers. Lukaku netted either side of the half-time before Anthony Martial and Paul Pogba completed the scoring against slow-starting West Ham, who lost their opening Premier League game of the season for the 11th time. Earlier, Tottenham beat Newcastle United 2-0 at St James's Park. Egypt's Omar Assar has won the ITTF Nigeria Open title with a straight games win over Santa Gandhi of India. Assar won 11-6, 13-11, 11-6 and 11-8 in the championship decider played at the Molade Okoya Thomas Sports Hall, Surulere, Lagos. Another Egyptian, Dina Meshref, triumphed in the women's singles final.
Good defense there by Gandhi.
Well, he's been the
picking
best,
up that point.
He's been the best tournament. We have our governor here. He's come to see it. So this is a big tournament.
You know, the amount of time they give yet again.
This competition is very special for me. I mean, to come to Lagos, it's very special. I always prepare very well for Lagos Open. I know many people are waiting for me to perform well, so that's why from day one, I was here.
The acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has assured the people and government of Kenya of Nigeria's support and cooperation in the nation's bid towards transformation. Professor Osinbajo said this in his message to congratulate President Uhuru Kenyatta on his re-election. Professor Osinbajo said, "Permit me, therefore, to use this momentous occasion to reiterate Nigeria's support and cooperation with Kenya in our collective determination to advance the development of Africa and its people." Meanwhile, leader of Kenya's opposition during last Tuesday's polls, Raila Odinga, has called on supporters to boycott work on Monday in protest of election results. As granted by the announcement on Friday by the Electoral Commission, Odinga said it would be a day of mourning for the fallen patriots, referring to a rally which turned violent in Nairobi's largest slum, Kibera.
Opposition leader Raila Odinga addressing his supporters earlier on Sunday. and calling for a strike to support his claim to the presidency, accusing the ruling party of spilling the blood of innocent people, despite growing pressure on him to concede defeat in the election. He told them to await further instruction on Monday. This will be Odinga's first public speech since Thursday, when he said he had no intention of renouncing his claim to be the winner of Tuesday's vote, despite calls from the international community for him to concede. Police later fired tear gas at his convoy to disperse the thousands of supporters who followed him into Nairobi's slum area of Mathare. Odinga was seen leaving the home of a young girl who was shot dead on Friday. She was killed by a stray bullet when police chased down Odinga supporters who were protesting Uhuru Kenyatta's re-election. The mother of the girl has called on the Kenyan government to investigate. Following a visit from Odinga, she narrated how she found her daughter's lifeless body on the ground after she was hit by the stray bullet, saying her child went outside to play with other children while she was doing laundry. Shortly afterwards, another child, she said, came running towards her, telling her her child had been shot and was lying dead on the floor. Violence marred Friday's election result, with Odinga's opposition party claiming that 100 people had been killed in a police crackdown on protests. But according to a rights group, at least 24 people had been killed.
U.S. President Donald Trump has been criticized by both Republicans and Democrats for failing to condemn the far right for violence at a White House supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. The president had only condemned violence by what he called many sides without addressing the hate crime. The White House has tried to cover up the president's mistake by issuing a statement in which they said the president condemns all forms of violence, bigotry and hatred. Of course, that includes white supremacists, KKK, neo-Nazi and all extremist groups. During the incident on Saturday, a woman was killed and 19 other people were injured when a car plowed into a crowd of counter-protesters in Charlottesville. Earlier today, march organizer Jason Kessler was heckled, booed and eventually forced to run away during a press conference for Unite the Right. And the main news again. 4 people have been confirmed dead from a collapsed building in Owerri, the Imo State capital, with several others injured. 6 others were rescued from the rubble of the building, which came down in the early hours of today. But also today, 2 people were killed near the Assemblies of God Church in Onitsha, exactly 1 week after the attack on St. Philip's Catholic Church in Ozubulu, also in Anambra State, which left 13 people dead. Finally, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has urged supporters to stay home tomorrow to protest the disputed election result. That is the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amaranchi Ubani. Good night.